Welcome, everyone, to this very beautiful Thursday evening. I'm Level, and I'm here with 5 Day again to cast the very last match of this tournament. This is
Hello, everybody.
CDU versus GFC. Oh yeah, I didn't give you a chance to say hi. Yeah, say
No,
hi.
I'll work it out. Gilded, Fennec and CDU bandits, both North American teams, for a somewhat delayed but finally here last game of the VZMSS season.
Somewhat delayed. This was like 2 weeks. This is supposed to be our MW. This is supposed to be our union mandated MW or break from MW comp.
I was
Uh,
being pragmatic. Not everyone wants the holiday.
Team 1 is locked. Team 2 is on the timer already. But yeah, this is the last match of the season. And then, well, now it's in 4 weeks, 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks is the next competition. Hold on,
Yeah,
one, two,
tournament
three.
of
Yeah,
Coca-Cola or whatever the heck it is. I wasn't really paying attention.
yeah. It technically starts in 3 weeks. So tournament tournament of champions.
All right, Trials of Combat.
Oh yeah, Trials of
Uh,
Combat. Shit, what did I say? Uh, but Coca-Cola,
we'll take
not
your
a
votes in chat.
sponsor. We'll
Whatever you
take
think
your
TOC
sponsor.
means, that's what I will call it for the rest of the night.
Team 2 has locked, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this launched for us. It should be a pretty interesting match. I have not checked these guys' stats like
The
I
lower and
normally
mid
would.
divs usually are. I mean, it's beautiful to watch very high div teams execute meta and tweak it to true excellence. But when you get into lower and mid divs, I'm always a fan to see what kind of shenanigans they're going to throw at us because that's funny too.
100%. Also, I love the way their minds work in the lower divs because I mean
Or don't
we've
work.
I,
Let's
I,
just let's
hey,
just
I'm
point it
being
out.
nice
That is
this.
a factor that's worth watching from time to time.
So what I was getting at is, we've all been in lower teams that are like, oh, I hate the meta. The meta's too, is boring, too try hard, stuff like that. And so they always try these weird strats. Uh, but now that the teams are moving, we can go into. I'm here looking at Team 2. We have an Urban Mech R, Arctic Wolf 1, Adder W, Javelin 11F, Mislinks G. Locust Pirate Spam and Osiris 1P. What do we have on the other side when I start looking at some of these guns?
Oh, I'm getting over there to start clicking on things pretty soon, but we are looking at another light drop of a mixed thing. Actually, pretty similarly loaded out. We got Natter Warthog, which has got to be the mag shots.
Yep.
UMR Irby, Osiris 1P, Javelin 1F. I can go through the actual loads, but we pretty much know they're here. They're here for the brawl. Everything that we're looking at's most optimum build is for front and center.
This
Although they're being a little tentative to engage right now.
CDU's
Oh,
Irby
that's smart.
is shoved a large X pulse in with all their small lasers.
Bluto and the Arctic Wolf 1 is running all SRMs.
Yeah, golden foxes. No, this is
They have machine gun javelin.
the gilded guys. They're all on this cap point. That's weird. You don't need everybody on the cap point. That was kind of funny. They all like balled up on the cap point and then they kind of spread back out. That was almost mesmerizing to watch, like synchronized swimming. Yeah, both teams just kind of holding. Team 2, unfortunately, which it would be CDU's team, they don't have enough caps, so they can't hold forever. They're running like the other team a lot of brawl. The most range they have in this deck is this urban mech, but that's only a single large X pulse, so that's not going to be enough to fight at range. They're going to have to get in there, which they're starting to. They're starting to move. They're heading towards tunnel, but they're not going to go tunnel. They're going to take the avalanche
I think they are
instead.
going tunnel.
No, well, oh, is blue going tunnel?
Oh, no. Yep, you're right. You're right. They're looking at the pass right by the antenna. They're going. They're
Are they
just getting themselves
committing?
all gathered up. Looks like they're sending it.
Well, that locust is sending it for sure. A little ahead there, buddy. But here we go. They're taking some shots at the Rosarius there. Rosarius pulls back. Ooh, that Mistlink's just got nailed hard. Can't sleep on those high alpha lights nowadays.
No, but they are
Mislinks.
spreading fire. Okay,
Ooh,
they got one down.
yeah, Mislinks does
Focus
go
fire is
down.
king, and they are starting to spread out into a fur ball. Oh my goodness, this is just a glorious mess. I'm here for it.
Oh no, I had an ad start playing in the background. Drake 67 and his Osiris is about to go down. This little fight over here is brutal. Let's see if I can get some up close of this. Drake goes down, Monolithian goes down. GFC has a handed advantage here, but they have 2 mechs about to pop. Can Red at least get these mechs off the table? Bolt goes down, Rosarius 51%, and Rosarius goes down too. It is now 4-4, 4v3, Blue Dome
CDU
goes
loses
down.
another one. The mechs that are remaining are all pretty much at parity, but whoever's going to focus fire is going to have the
Nastar in
advantage
the
here.
Piranha, a little too far forward. Yeah, he just let himself get shot a bunch. If they can get this pick early, they might
why
still
are
be
they
able to pull this
splitting?
back. Yeah, this
Golden Foxes has a perfect opportunity to pounce, and they completely split themselves. Come on, guys.
Aaron
focus fire.
and this adder just
3v2.
eating damage, still alive. Natter goes down. This adder's probably gonna go down too. They're focusing this Arctic cheetah. Arctic cheetah's both legs wide open. He might pop here in a second. The Firestarter is now coming in. The Urban Mech is still kind of
I
holding.
honestly don't know why that Arctic cheetah is still alive. He's been 3v1 for 30 seconds. There he goes. But I think he... Oh, the 2 more go. Oh, this is a weird game.
Oh, no, the Urban Mech got legged. If he can get into cover where this other Urban can't shoot him. This Firestarter's about to go down. Ooh, the Urban Mech overheats.
Oh yeah, this Firestarter's playing like his back is all armor. What
Oh,
is
left
this
torso,
happening?
or left leg's about to pop. Oh, the Pirate Man's doing the little dance. Oh no, he ran into a wall. Holy crap, did they close the gap there. Blue had a huge lead there at the beginning, and Red pulled it back.
Oh, that Irby is way too hot.
Oh, okay, if this Locust can leg the Irby, at least, he can run and cap.
He shouldn't be too hot. That Irby is only 2 snubs. Why isn't he firing back?
Ooh, this Locust, he can't take another shot to that side torso. It is wide open. He got the leg. He got the kill! Holy shit, he got the kill!
If that Locust lost a leg, he could have killed the Irby and still lost the game.
Oh my god, I can't believe... I thought for sure that this Locust was going to go down. I'm looking at his armor right here.
Oh, he's half a Locust, which is already a quarter of any other mech in the game. That's... I guess he spread it really well, except for one torso, which could have been breathed on and exploded the whole damn thing. He's actually still got most of his armor where it matters. Good shielding, I guess. Well played.
Very good. So GFC, as we saw, was winning that fight in the pocket. You can see here, all these mechs died so fast. But their biggest mistake was they charged the last 3 red of the CDU team basically one at a time. And we've all seen that. Like, it's unfortunately.
Yeah, they had a big advantage.
Congo,
I mean,
that kind of Congo lighting, dragging on like that. It's always best to regroup and then attack together, right? If you attack one at a time, the enemy just gets the 3v1 you 3 times.
I mean, even what appears to have been an accident or either misorganized could have been a game changer when that Arctic cheetah busted out and said, "Oh, it's 3v1. I can do that." And guess what? He did. For like 45 seconds, he just ran circles around them and lived. That was all the time in the world for his other 3 teammates just to walk forward slightly and shoot the mechs in front of them. But it didn't happen.
That was a good fight. Both teams
really good
were
fight.
tiptoeing at the beginning, but the Reds balling up and then just full sending it. Fucking worked out for them. Well done. That would be, yes, Red CDU. Looking here at the damage numbers, Mislinks. Yeah, that Mislinks kind of charged. He got hard focused at first. He kind of ran through all of the blue in that pass, and they just lit him up like a Christmas tree.
I mean, they are sturdy. Their legs are hard to hit, but if they do hit you, you've got a problem.
Almost 500 damage in that Irby R80, which I believe is the dual snub one.
On the damage metrics, honestly, CDU really did not They just weren't able to put out enough. Pirates Bane did most of the heavy lifting, followed quickly by the Adder. But even with that done, they had the last mech standing and they won the game.
All right. Next map, Luthien, right? Well, I'm
Oh, you
putting
tell
on.
me. I just work here.
I'm putting on Luthien. Either it's right or not. They'll tell me.
Just take us to Tourmaline. If they don't complain, spin it.
Yeah, fuck it, guys. This is no longer VZ. Oh god, it's almost a tongue twister if you try to say it too fast. VZMSS.
Ralphie's Quest. That's what I'm
Yeah,
going with.
Ralphie's Quest. Oh my god, it's a great name.
Well, round 1 goes to CDU.
Yes.
Round 2, Luthien. We're moving up in weight, and we're moving up in a significantly more versatile map. You've got multiple levels of ground to engage on. If you choose your pathing right, you can either do a very long range hold or a straight up brawl. There's a lot of options available to you on this map. And this is one of those maps that often goes to whoever kind of mech labs and theory crafts it just a little bit better.
Yeah.
50% that, 50% just raw execution. I mean, a bad plan can kill you just as much as anything. So I do appreciate how versatile this map has been. You've got a lot of options. You've got a lot of ways to play it. If nothing, I've never seen a game be boring when we've come here. And at a mid-weight, there's a lot of room to move, so this should be entertaining.
Baldy might be joining us. We'll see.
Oh, what a nice fellow.
I think he just saw us on like, hey guys, what you
He's
doing?
like, what are you doing? Nothing.
I
Why?
want in. Could I play?
Sounds like fun. All aboard, Baldy. I'm finally going back on chat. Malgrau, Miriage. Oh, yeah, this is a weird brawl. Yeah, that's true. Tournament ended. Yeah. Well, tournament almost ended. This is the last cherry on top of the inaugural season.
Yeah, no
of the
pressure
Van
to these
Zandt
two teams at all.
something. Artemis says this is late AF. Yes, that's true. This was noticed. You were correct, sir.
Yeah, I told both these teams in their ticket that if they delayed this again, I was going to get a play
Team 1 is
ticket
locked. Team 2 has whatever
and,
time they have on the
and
clock.
whoop both their
5
asses.
minutes.
Oh yeah, team 2 5 minutes. Oh.
Yeah, if they delayed again, I just would have been like, you pick one, you pick one. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
I would have just told them to do rock, paper, scissors on video camera and just get it over with.
We should make them live stream shots. That's how we settle this.
God. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, they have to.
Honestly, it's a Van Zandt theme. I mean, shotgun pogo tournament is not out of the question.
Oh shit. Ad break starts in 2 minutes. Oh. Yeah, you probably started a little earlier than that.
Yep, Blue Doe is locked.
Right,
So that's the question.
ready.
Do we banter for 120 seconds? Because I think it's going to hit right in the middle of the game if we spin it now.
Not for us. The ad break should be while they're this in between part. So hopefully they start
Okay.
right.
Well, if we're wrong,
Go ahead
screw
and
them.
launch
Let's
it.
spin that thing.
Yeah, if
Sorry, chat. We don't make the rules.
yeah, if the ad break's messed up, blame Live-ish or Kraz. It's always one of the two.
And for those watching in chat, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Always good to know I'm not the only Giga nerd that still pays attention to this stuff. You are appreciated.
I like big stompy robots. Watching big stompy robots, shoot the shit out
Who
of each other
doesn't?
is really awesome.
It's Game of Thrones in space.
That's the best.
Just with far less questionable family dynamics and a lot more stompy robot murder.
Me and my friends last night, we were discussing how, first of all, how sad it is that BattleTech hasn't gotten its fair, like TV treatment, like all the other like good sci-fi has. Well,
Oh, I've
I'm
got
putting
a
a pin
great
in it.
take on that,
Yeah,
but it has to come later. We're
yeah.
about to get into a thing
I'm
here.
checking Golden Fox, Gilded, the Gilded Guard. Bushwhacker X1, Crusaders, CR, Shadowcat MI, Marauder 9M, Piranha 1, Javelin 10P, and the Commando Doe. What we got on CDU side?
We are getting there.
MRMs,
One fire
XMs.
starter, old school, 8 small pulse. Javelin with machine guns in ER micros, or is that ER smalls? We don't care. 8 SRM4 Frenzy. We got a mag shot flea. They're coming for the brawl again, everybody.
Ooh, yeah, they are CDU. That's hilarious. They're
Ooh,
actually
and we
in a
got one
line.
Crusader and one Catapult rounding it out.
Interesting. Now, Team One, their Crusader and the Marauder are
He
actually
was all balled up right
MRM
side there, ready to
boats.
engage, and it looks like they're going to go in force once again.
Ooh, is Blue ready to receive this? Blue's stuck in the low ground. Blue's in the low ground, and Red's coming at him from two angles. That Viper a little too early though. He's getting
12 smalls and
slaughtered.
snub. Crusader is already engaged.
Viper goes down. That Crusader immediately dies, 100% to nothing.
Gotta turn just a little, fellas.
Catapult's now the one being focused. Catapult gets dropped. Firestarter and this Marauder are now being focused. Marauder is backed into a corner. Firestarter is being chased through the fight, which is kind
They're
of
just
funny.
doing a much better job of staying home with each other and calling targets. CDU went for the fight, but they got so interested in picking one, they were all fighting something different. I
I
believe
would
this is
agree
what
with
they call
that.
being able to focus fire. It's powerful. Pay attention.
Rosarius, doing some pretty good work, shaking off some of that
Monolith team gets
damage.
legged and down immediately, which just leaves
The
Jay
flea.
Friend in which was his carry flea briefly. Actually, he was in a Pirates main. Same thing. Actually, it's totally different, but it's dead, so we don't care.
So,
It was
I
fast,
actually
furious,
liked. So
and short.
Red was ready to attack from two angles, right? And if it was better timed, to where I think that would have went a lot better. Unfortunately, because they were coming around that corner from both sides.
Yeah, those angles only matter if you move in a way that maintains them. If
Yeah,
you just run in amongst the people you're trying to shoot, everyone's going to end up shooting something different.
but yeah,
Brawl pushes have to be organized. They are not. The idea of a no skill rush is anything but. You have to have some skill in the execution, or you can just get out focused in short order.
yeah, and also looking at the damage numbers here, and that tells the whole story. Team One, every mech, out damaged Team Two's mechs. But yeah, that Viper coming around that corner. I mean, he was in the fight for 2 seconds before he got blasted apart. He still pulled out 71 damage in 2 seconds. So,
Well, that's what's interesting. I mean, if you look at those numbers, it honestly looks a lot like the order they died in. I mean, if you kind of figure how long people were around for the fight, most of the mechs did between 200 and 300 damage on scale. I mean, everyone was kind of shooting about the same amount of output. The issue was everyone on CDU. I'm sorry, not CDU. Was it CDU? Everyone on the team that lost was shooting something different.
yeah, it was
The team that all shot and focused what they were shooting at. They're the ones that got equal damage out for the most part. They're the team that had the most mechs alive. It's a simple in concept. It's harder to execute than it sounds, but definitely worth practicing and making a priority when you're doing competitive things.
What's that thing that
That one ball guy just asked if we were doing shots. That's up to you.
we can do shots?
I'm currently drinking completely fake beer,
Oh, no, I
like a
don't have any.
shameful person.
I don't have any
You are
alcohol in the
welcome
house.
to redeem my misbehavior.
I don't have any alcohol in the house. Uh, it's all wet and sticky over here. All right, Team One, 5 minutes. Now, what's that old like wagon technique where they would circle them? Well, circle the wagons. Never mind. That was
I
dumb.
believe it's called circling the wagons.
It's just- yeah, that It felt like blue team kind of did that there, right? They were stuck in that
They
low
call it
ground,
Flargon style.
and they.
I'm Kane, and I'm here to entertain you.
but yeah, they held that
You deep cut.
that
I'm gonna go
pocket
with it anyway.
in that low ground. Like I said, normally you would consider that kind of like a kill box because surrounded by high grounds and stuff. But they managed to hold the ground, and as you pointed out, the focus fire was really good from them on that one.
Yeah, it was just kind of a whole lot of, hey, you guys are in a terrible position. We're gonna stand next to you. What?
All right, so
Aggro and effective aggro are very different things, guys.
Yeah.
And girls, not judging. Or, you know what I mean.
Man, it is hot in this room today. It's humid. Like it didn't get super hot today, right? Like I think it got up to like 85 or 84 max. It didn't get super hot, but very humid. A little light drizzle this morning.
You live somewhere roundabouts Ohio land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hell's sauna.
But
it's not quite Florida bad, but I'm in California. Everywhere sucks compared to me.
But
even when it's bad, it's not as bad. I spent one holiday visiting family in Buffalo, New York. We went to Lake Erie.
Lake Erie's
I don't
nice.
remember much about the trip. It was a few years ago, but I do remember this. We got off the airplane, and it was like 82 degrees, 100% humidity at, noon. I'm just like, well, that's not great. It's not terrible. No big deal. And then 6 o'clock rolls around. 80 degrees, 100% humidity. This is getting annoying. 10 p.m., 80 degrees, 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, get me the hell out of this hellhole.
Oh my God. Yes.
Nothing dries. You're just permanently sticky for 3 months.
That's the worst part of like our summer months. It was like that last year too. It would, I can handle it get hot in the day, right? But when the sun goes away, it needs to cool down. But when it doesn't is when it's the worst. It's hot days and hot nights, right? It's like at least the desert, it's cold nights.
Yeah. And when you sweat, it actually evaporates.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to, or it's not doing its job. Take it from a Californian. If you live anywhere else, it probably sucks. And also, California breeds weakness in humans. I am your example. I wear it proudly, and I have nothing else to say on the matter.
So I'm looking here at the teams. They stacked Alpha Bravo. Nothing in Charlie. So that side cap, they must not be going for. So from Team 1 side, Charlie is, I think, the Gamma cap. I'm gonna have to pull up the map to double check. I think that's yeah. Team 1's not going for the Gamma cap at all. They might be trying to stay grouped up together. The hard push.
Team 2 is locked up.
One. Awesome. Team 2 is locked, both at 315 tons. All right, and away we go.
Well, I mean, if we're being perfectly honest, we've seen 100% brawl strats out of both sides with the drop so far. I mean, the first round was the only one that even resembled a cap game for a brief moment there. And honestly, that was just because CDU decided to delay before they picked a fight. I think the fact that there was even a cap lead happening was entirely accidental because of the delayed push.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sort of expecting to see more brawl action here. And
I would expect.
Would be very happy to be pleasantly surprised.
Hey, did you know there's a city on the side of the map? This whole cliff?
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you called Modesto a city, but technically I'm with you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna build giant buildings like this, why wouldn't you have paved roads? I mean, alright, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm looking here at Team 2 side. We got a Piranha 1, Javelin 10P, Commando Doe, the Crusader CR again, Bushwhacker X1, Shadowcat MI, and Marauder 9M. I think this is the exact same deck they just took. What we got on Team 1?
Confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
Yeah, this is the exact same deck.
Yep, it's looking very similar. Wait, you were just looking at Team 2, weren't you?
Yeah, red.
Marauder 9M? Oh, well then I'll look at Team 1. One moment, flying the thing. We'll see if we can't actually get some builds going here. Lord Drake, Summoner. is rocking. You'd never guess. SRMs. We got a heavy machine gun and ER small, Mislinks G. Aaron Ace and the Jenner, all splat SRM 6. We got one blackjack arrow. First thing we've seen that actually resembles anything with range. It's a standard loadout with the X-Pulse. 3 large X-Pulse Kintaro. Now it's getting interesting. And 1 splat catapult A1. 6 SRM, 6 Artemis. No, not 6. You know what I mean.
Resource points.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like mostly Brawl with 2 support mechs to shoot over their shoulders. If you position your push right, this actually isn't a terrible way to do it.
Oh, blue caught CDU now the ones caught in the low ground. Red team holding
Yeah,
the
but they're
high
full
ground.
send. If they don't overcommit around that corner, this could work. If they stage up for the fight with the short guys
Red
up
needs
front.
to pull back. Let the enemy go walk through this choke point, pull back, and then nail them in the.
Oh, they just took.
Why
they're
they're
standing
going
in
to
the
the
middle of
choke
it.
point? Get out of the choke point.
Oh no, Drake. Lord Drake got very greedy. He's like, look, they're in front of me. I can kill them.
Oh, Blue Doe got nailed in the blackjack, but he still stayed up a while. The Piranha Nazir diving DC Roshan in the mislinks. The Crusader goes down from
Let's get it
red
down.
team. Guitaro 20, that's an interesting.
Team Red is finally backing it off a little bit, and they've actually got their light mechs flanking their trailers in the rear. That Mislinks is currently 2 for 1 near the trench.
Yeah, he should have pulled out of that fight as soon as that javelin joined in. He's now going to probably die for free over there. I'm switching over to the main thing. Yeah, he's almost dead over there. Rosarius and Stewburn are just trying to double team this Kintaro. Rosarius
Yeah,
goes
Team 1
down.
is shedding armor.
Yeah, Team 1
Numbers
is
are even,
bleeding
but
to
the
death.
health is not. J-Friend is legged and J-Friend is dead. Drake's
Lord
catapult is about to
Drakewaters.
take out the Christmas Elf Commando a bolt.
Yeah, this is officially over. Catapult's still up though.
Oh yeah, catapult is beat, but he's still firing
Oh!
back.
Good kill.
The
Just
enemy has
dumpstered
captured
that
enough
bushwhacker there.
resources. We've failed.
Took one more out. Being the last match of the season, I don't know what their division's stats are. I don't know if there's any tiebreakers that need to be, taken into consideration. But kills are one of the tiebreakers. So is, Irby's taken. But I don't know if anything actually came down to Irby's taken on tiebreakers this season, unfortunately. Which would have been really cool to see. Bird of Prey almost having 420 damage, instead got 421. Missed opportunity.
And Lord Drakewater and his summoner with that mad YOLO push actually did 450 damage -1, which was good for second highest damage on a team with the catapult, doing the most with a 491 and 3 kills.
All right, that's 2-1 in favor of Gilded. The Gilded Guard. Oh god. Why do you guys
The
have
Gilded
weird
God,
Gilded Fennec Guard? I'm just GFG.
the Golden Child.
Just GFG. I'm calling him GFG.
I want the knife. Sorry,
Uh,
it's my favorite of Eddie Murphy's bad movies.
All right, we're swapping to the last map, which is River City. Now, where are you at, River? There we are. All right, Team 1's on the counter. I did like that last drop, though. I was a little worried because of the pocket, right? But because team you want Team 1 to have to funnel through it. I mean, eventually, Team 2 to funnel through it because Team 1, Team 1 held the high ground, right? And Team 2 pushed into him.
Yep. And even though they initially pushed into it, they caught their mistake and just put it in reverse and started shooting the things that showed up. Choke points are dangerous. If you're the one standing in it, you're probably not in a good place. And while they kind of got choked out and stuck in there, they sent a couple lights to start chewing on their mislinks and take him out of the fight. And then it was just a matter of time. They eventually got it all wrapped up. Good reaction and well played. Nice job, guys.
Check chat here. Can say the same about the southeast. Yeah, those swampy states. There's a reason why the Spanish gave them to us for free.
I also, and
That's not
I
what
hope that
happened.
no one takes that personally. These are just the opinions of a fool that lives not in that area and is completely unaccustomed to it.
Oh.
I do, however, stand by my statement. You live in a hellhole.
uh, yeah, I don't know what it was about COVID, but you know, right up until about 2021, 2022, every white trash thing that ever happened in America, everyone was like, that was Florida Man, wasn't it, right? And now, and then there was a bunch of memes. Like the internet was saturated with Ohio memes for like a year and a half. And now every time a weird story happens somewhere in the world, someone's like, that happened in Ohio, didn't it?
It depends on how athletic the activity was. If it involved anything resembling running, it probably was in Ohio. I mean, the state bird is ranch dressing. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, okay. So I live in a farming community, right? So the tractors and stuff, farm equipment can drive on the highway, where normally or
Oh,
normally
that's
people can't
beautiful.
do.
I remember someone actually writing a song about an international harvester. Just
Yeah.
driving 15 miles an hour, driving an entire commute out of their mind.
Oh, but yeah. So because farming community, they do get a right of way unless I think the rule is like if you get 3 cars behind you, then you have to like try to get off the side of the road and let them pass, right? Most of them don't do it. But last night I was driving home. I was merging onto a state route, and there was just this big ass tractor, like the kind that hauls combines. Like one of the big, like 20-foot tall tractors with tires that could go on a monster truck, and it was hauling ass. This road, the speed limit's 55 miles an hour on this road. This tractor was keeping up on the speed limit because when I merged onto the road, I was going like 60, right? and
You're not even supposed to have a gearbox that can take it up there.
I know that's what
That's
is
insane.
crazy. I was thinking, I was like, how bad is the gas on this thing, right? This thing has to be getting like half a gallon, per mile when it's going that fast. But it was booking. It was.
pouring
I'd never
diesel
seen
on
a
the
tractor
fly.
that big go that fast in my life. Thing must have like a 2,000 horsepower engine at the minimum.
Hey, rednecks. Never underestimate what they can do with some duct tape. That's the best part about rednecks. I love those guys. Dude, you give them a 6-pack of beer, a crescent wrench, and duct tape. I don't care what you have that needs fixing. It's going to be fixed in a very questionable way, and it will work.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. They struggle with modern cars, though. They don't like they get fidgety with the computers.
No,
But if it has a carburetor,
when
they
your car needs
they
a
could.
software update and wants to call you about your extended warranty. I promise you, they do not want to play with that.
But yeah, if it comes to a car with a carburetor, right? Like they could tear it down and put it back together blindfolded.
That's why they love diesel engines. Not even spark plugs, the glow plugs, and those are more just a formality. What makes the gas go? Impact. Hit it until it explodes. Congratulations, you just learned how a diesel engine operates. Why do you think they love them so much?
Oh, Team 2 just locked. All right.
Team 2 is locked.
Yeah, we're going in on drop 4. It is 2-1 in GFC's favor. So if GFC wins here, they'll officially win the match. But CDU can win on this drop. They can hold and still have a chance to win the match. And I still haven't looked up the stats from either of these teams. I am going to do that real quick.
Stats just complicate things. All I need to know is what we've seen thus far is 2 teams whose battle plan every single time is FaceTime. Me, you, mano a mano, praise corn, skulls for the blood, Volvo, whatever you call it. Point is, they're here to fight. We're going to see more of the same. They're going to show up in the middle. They're going to hang around the rock garden, and they're going to shoot each other until one of them's too dead to shoot back. And if CDU is the one that's still standing, we got an interesting round 5 coming up.
Gods be with us
If
all.
not, just
No,
as
you
good.
just got
Either
the
way,
point.
an entire team's going to end up dead.
All right, I'm looking here at Team 1. That's where my camera's at. We have a Longbow OC, Orion VA, Orion 2CC, Jenner 2C, Viper F, Orion M and Firestarter A. If this isn't Brawl, I'll eat my own mouse.
Well-
Yep, definitely Brawl. Definitely Brawl. Thank God.
Well, Team Red may not be interested.
well, what
We
do
have
they got over there?
ourselves. Well, for starters, actually, that's not bad. 2
I see a
LBX-10 and 3 light PCs on Warhammer 6R. I was expecting the Pepsi Goose.
Sigma.
We got an LB-20 Kodiak Spirit Bear. Spirit Bears are always brawly. I mean, they're here to just move fast and die fast.
Zoom.
What
zoom.
else? What are I seeing over here? Oh, Stone Rhino.
A Koloss. Oh yeah, they're going
also
hardball too.
LBX-20 and SRMs. We got a Timberwolf.
Oh, that's adorable.
4 SRM-6 and small pulse lasers on the, what is that, the Timberwolf Bounty Hunter, if I remember what the BH is?
Yeah,
Okay, I lied. They're brawling too.
this is going to be interesting.
The
All
trend
right.
continues.
Ooh, T1 rushing across the water. They're about to be in Upper City here in a few seconds. They're going to run over the Spirit Bear if Team 2 doesn't see it.
Oh, Nasdard's flea is all the way up at the Citadel looking for what he can find, and he's not
He
finding
didn't
anything.
see it!
Okay,
Oh
looks
my
like
god, he
spotted
didn't
him.
see it! Okay, Spirit Bear had to see that Viper. There's no way he didn't. Yeah, okay, the team's moving. Spirit Bear saw it. Team 1, they were crossing...
By the enemy.
Oh no! Oh no,
Remember,
did they
last
forget
week
how
we
to get
saw a
up?
team in
They
the
forgot
same
how to
spot
get
go
up!
backwards and win wonderfully.
Alright, here we go. They're charging in. This is going to end fast and bloody.
Oh, Orion VA, that thing should absolutely be in taking point.
Yeah, just the sheer amount of free armor he gets
Two
from
Orions,
perks.
they got an Orion M with them.
Oh no, the Jinner! Oh no, the Jinner caused a traffic
Oh, yeah.
jam! Oh no, 3 of the Brawl Mechs got stuck behind a building because of the Jinner! Oh no! The Orion 2CC is about to go down. He's at 54%. The Orion VA, unfortunately, also got nailed. The Jinner does go down. VA was still up. VA now goes down. The Kodiak Spirit Bear is at 53%. Spirit Bear just
Ryan
gets
2C is
dumpstered.
barely alive. Over the Golden Foxes, the Timberwolf is the next most beat up. Everyone else is looking surprisingly healthy, while CDU is melting before our eyes.
Oh no! They're taking shots at the Koloss. Koloss has been laid.
His Warhammer taking a lot of shots in the butt, but he looks like he's still in one piece. How is that?
They
2C
gotta get
so
this
handily
Koloss off the table.
not?
That left leg's
He's
one
down.
touch. Oh no! Oh, that traffic
Rich
jam
Ryan has
hurt
been
him so
focused on
bad.
Everything. Jay Friend's trying to kite with the Viper to mixed results. He's doing what he can.
Yeah, there's not much you
And
can
he's
do
on
at this
one
point.
leg. No,
Oh,
he's still got
no.
both legs.
The enemy
Um,
has capped enough resources.
Their first mistake was it wasn't the best pathing to get up here. If you just went straight across the bridge, a lot faster. They got hung up trying to climb this hill here. A few of them just kind of ran into each other here. But the biggest thing was the traffic jam accidentally caused by the Jenner. The Jenner peeked a corner, and there was the longbow and 2 of the Orions were trying to push through that gap to push with the other mechs that pushed around the left side. But that Jenner
Yeah, he tried to
backpedaled
hit the
into him.
reverse key, but
Oh,
that just
no.
turned him into a parking cone.
Yeah. Oh no, he accidentally turned it into a 7v3 because the rest of the team got stuck behind a building. Oh, that
Two burner
That's
in the Stone Rhino
such an
Koloss,
easy mistake to
farming
make.
almost 900 damage. He just ate his lunch.
oh. CDU, if like I said, better pathing or that one mistake didn't happen, I think they could have pulled that off. They had a lot of armor, they had a lot of weapons, and the targets that they did kill, even they killed pretty quick. But that opening salvo of both teams was, unfortunately, kind of one way because of the, as you put it, the traffic cone. All right, I gotta swap these teams real quick.
Lights are strong. All the heavy mech weight in the world cannot move them. This is MWO logic.
So we're moving into the last match of the night, or the last drop of the night. GFC has officially won,
Oh, I see.
because they just won 3 drops.
Yeah, that is how math works. I'm catching up.
But so CDU is still going to go down swinging because they're not a group to give up. Well, I got team one.
And I haven't really looked
win.
at the specifics of the standings that is in this one.
So
So
these
even if
guys
CDU
are fighting.
loses,
These guys are fighting to not be last place. I'm looking at the stats here now. Yeah, because Gilded, even a win here, they can't move up to fourth because Erie has 3 wins. They only have 1 win, so they got a second win here. They secure fifth. But CDU was coming to get out of last place because they don't have any wins this season so far. So they
so
were
we're talking
coming.
pride alone.
Yeah.
I'm for that. Checking back in on chat. Meep says someone has been practicing their broadcaster voice. That is false. I'm ashamed to tell you that this is 100% pure autism.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to say that I've actually got some passion and inflection going on. I honestly, that it's a performance I put on for the convenience of others. I'm dead inside. I just learned to talk this way because it was more acceptable to the people around me. But if it's entertaining, it's entertaining. I'm going to go with that, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're finding it annoying, I don't care. This is how I talk.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So chat's just now getting to the fight. But yeah, he
Yep,
does
they're
have a
doing
bit
the
of a
right
sports
thing.
center voice. Spacey.
Basically, I should probably practice my actual on-field broadcaster voice. You know, the guys that talk more in this kind of cadence because the field audio systems can't handle the lower tone, so you got to bring your register up just a bit to project over the noise of the crowd. Then you say something about home run and take me out to the ball game, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea.
VPL getting a shout out for the tournament. Both teams are in high spirits, it looks like. That's always good to see. There's nothing worse than, once you lose that third drop and the match is lost, it's easy to become a bit deflated. So it's nice seeing that both teams seem to have their spirits up, which is good. It means they're going to go into this last drop kicking and screaming, which is what I love to see.
No matter how it's
Plissken's
going.
voice draw.
Hey, no matter how the game is going, as long as it's still going, you have one more opportunity to murder something in a gigantic robot. And that's why we're here.
Yeah, I mean, our team wasn't doing so hot this season, but that last week,
No, I was
what
part of it.
we
did
were
terrible.
like, yeah, but that last week we kind of threw the whole everything, every strat and tactic we thought of out the door, and we were like, screw it, let's just do all Urbies for drop one.
What's
And
the
then it
game
was-
plan? Dr. Jack Daniels, mostly.
Yeah, and then what's the game plan of Luthien? Well, I'm pretty sure they're going to push us. Let's just run away. And that's what we did, and it worked.
I mean, dude, we did the opposite of sensible actions, and it was actually kind of close.
I know. That's what's so silly about it. We were just like, yeah, all these strats that we worked on all week, yeah, like they weren't working out in scrims and practices, so fuck it, just throw them out the window. Let's just NASCAR. Let's just
Dude, in
this half the
history and
map just
mythology,
run.
it's always been a sound tactic. Hey, I got an idea. Let's build a big-ass wooden horse and hide in it and tell them it's a present. Shit, that worked.
Ooh, someone took Lance command. Fancy. Team 1 locked.
Team 1 is locked. And Level, thanks for bringing me in to help you out with a couple of these. It's been a lot of fun this season.
Yeah. Hey, you can cast with me next season too.
No, I'll do what I can. My family is embarrassed that I'm apparently becoming semi-famous on the internet, so I'll be happy to torture them even further.
Oh, that's Mitsu, right? Mitsu Red?
Yes.
The niche micro celebrity. It's so funny. This is a guy. I hope he's listening. This is because this is a guy who regularly gets like, he doesn't get a lot of viewers. 5, 10, maybe up to 20 sometimes, depending on what he's
Well, the
playing.
fact that he calls everyone there a shitter probably might have something to do with that.
But
That's how he shows love. If he says that, you're now his friend.
I think 2 months ago.
Team 2 is locked.
Oh, Team 2, yes, they did lock. Cool. I'm gonna launch it. A couple months ago, I saw because I gave him a Prime sub, right? Free sub. He gets a couple bucks, cool. You can buy a beer or whatever with it. And when I did it, he had like 30 subs. And I'm like, you have 30 subs and 10 viewers? Like, what?
He's creating alts and subbing
Uh,
himself.
so, so we've been, he's totally a niche micro celebrity. He has a
a
very,
self-replicating
very
system.
small but dedicated following. He doesn't play as much MWO as much. He's been playing a lot of those, like DCS, the simulator, the plane simulator.
Oh, that game is fantastic, and I would not even attempt to know how to play it. That's one of those games where I just know if I don't have a full flight stick, chair, VR kit, motion activated seat, rumble shaker thing, I probably cannot play it correctly.
All right, both
If he
teams are
can,
dropping.
right.
Both teams are dropping. I'm looking here at Team 1. We got a Stone Rhino Colossus, Fleece 17, Uzil Hero, the Belisarius, the BE, Marauder 2C, Scorch, Hunchback 2C, Cyclops 10Z, Mislinx G. Ooh, these guys came to party. What we got on the other side?
You're gonna have to flip over. My UI is bugged. I currently have no battle information on my screen.
All right. On Team 2 side, we got Firestarter K, Javelin 11F, Charger 3K, Viper F, Zeus, Skullkamesh, Orion 2C, Skull, and Charger 1A1. This could be a little more mid-rangey. I'm checking here. Large Pulse, Snub, SRMs, that's Brawly. Alright, yeah, okay. It's still a push deck. They've got a little more range. They could touch a little earlier in their push. So Team 2 is going Upper City, and they're going to push across the airport. Team 1 is spread out pretty throughout the city. Team 2 could crash into airport here and deal some serious damage. Airport has the Colos in the
Yeah, CDU is definitely looking across to pick a fight. They're taking some shots, but they're not really too beat up yet.
Team 1's taking a little too long to regroup. Team 2 might actually just push this over here.
Yeah, they're already into the midpoint of the airfield.
Oh
They're gonna
god,
try to
that's a spider.
pick a fight in the gift shop here.
Fuck, there's a spider
And they
crawling on my
split their
leg.
push. What is this chaos?
I don't know. I looked away for a second. Charger 3K dropped down into low ground. Charger 1A1.
Yeah, he's playing in the sewers while the rest of the team's picking a fight. Come on!
Yeah, get up there, boy. The Scorch is getting focused pretty good.
The fleas? It might work. Kill the fleas. You're in the right spot for it. Prove me you're the evil genius.
They did manage to get the Scorch here, but they're real hurt already. They're pushing forward. The Zeus and the Orion SK are going after the Colos, but this push is completely disintegrated. There is 4 fights happening in this one grid square.
Nazar's Fleet 17 is just tormenting DC's Charger, and he has been doing it almost without penalty. All right, there's finally support coming in, and he's getting away, but he's still over 70%. That's surprising. Monolithian's Firestarter is still in the fight, and he's got 70% of his mech, but he's turning very red. There's got to be a lot of open components. He's down.
Yeah, it's 2 to 5 here. The Javelin and Viper are still up. One suggestion I can make is circle strafing. Can work out for maximizing damage, but it also kind of makes you an easy target and easy to predict your movements.
It's a predictable movement. If someone recognizes you're doing it, your leg's gonna fall off if they can aim.
Yeah, which is just what happened to the Viper. He tried to circle strafe the Colos, and the Cyclops just shot into him. Javelin's stuck underground. This match is over.
And that's where they buried him.
Now, that looked real strong at the beginning, but the coordination just completely fell apart. Because only like 2 mechs.
Firepower. The Charger went subterranean for reasons unknown. He probably just took a bad step.
Yeah.
But yeah, the missteps gave the other team enough time to get the band back together.
Exactly, yeah, because blue team was able to regroup there on Upper City and fight back. Looking at the damage numbers here, the Hunchback 2C, I didn't double check. Maybe he'll say something in chat. I think it was dual UAC 20, which is my favorite Hunchback build. That
Yeah,
thing
just the stock
slaps.
2C. Yeah, that's the UAC 20 quirked one.
Yeah. Cyclops did pretty
502
good too.
kills. Yep.
Yeah, good
Just
good damage
the three
numbers.
stack were very good. I mean, the Colas again, about 550 and 2 kills, kind of a common trend. On the other team, Mannequin and Azuska Komish, which is a beautiful risky mech that I actually love seeing.
Oh
Kind
yeah.
of near top of the heap, 250 damage out of that, and J Friend's Viper, which was hanging around until the end by the skin of his teeth, did 270. Everyone else a notch below that.
Yeah. Either way, this was a good match to end the season on. It wasn't completely one-sided. Uh, I think we ended 4-1 in GFC's favor. Uh,
That is how it
CDU,
shook out.
yeah. But so GFC wins tonight. I think that secures them in. Well, so I think someone already said they were already secured. That secures them in fifth place. CDU in sixth. But hope to see CDU back. They've been ever since they started doing comp a few years ago. They've consistently had a team. I think every comp since. I could be wrong about that, but they've at least consistently been participating and being a part of the comp community,
I
which
mean, they've
you
always been
love
a
to see.
really welcoming community. Anyone that's got any interest in the game, I mean, high skill level, low skill level, wherever you're at, they're happy to take you on and at least show you some things about how the game works and how the mechs play. They're always just a mad bunch of fun guys over there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen at least one, if not two other teams in every competitive season for I believe the last 3 years now. They're always a presence and they're always fun to see. Good, and thanks for being part of this, guys.
Yeah. All right. That will wrap up not only this cast, but the season. So everyone, thank you. Everyone who participated, everybody who watched, and was part of the community in any way, shape, or form, for the last what 8 weeks now because it got extended. So
Yes, we
thanks.
did the long format 6 week season.
Yeah, with one season or a week break for Easter, and then an extra 2 weeks because of these teams. So it's been long. I hope everyone enjoyed this new comp format. I love the Irby idea. I hope this format comes back in the future. Um, if
I
in
think there's
this
a few
game,
things that can be refined. I would like to see a shorter match timer on that opening light drop.
yeah,
Um, and there's other things, and then maybe there were some map selections that could be reconsidered in the future. On the other hand, everything about this was chaos, and that's really what I found beautiful of it. Ralphie, you crafted a glorious mongrel of a format, and it was a blast to watch and take part in. So thank you
yeah.
very much for putting this together.
All right, that will end it here for us. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, I'm Level, and this was 5 Day. Hope to see you guys in the next season, which starts in 3 weeks. I think June 7th is the first matches of TOC. So make sure you tune in for those, because that's a very short season, only 3 weeks long. If you blink, you're gonna miss it. Thanks again, everyone, for showing up. You all have a